everybody, welcome back to Art a la Carte and this round of the YouTube Artists Collective. This round, the theme was Masquerade Ball, and I had a couple of different ideas going from creepy to just fun, and then something I've never tried before. And I thought to myself, this is the perfect art to do for it right now because it's going to be super easy and super quick. So the art form that I am trying is paper art, where I use pretty much just colored paper to create my piece. Now, in the piece, I do use a little bit of Copics to add a little bit of shading in some parts, and then I use a lot of Copics and color pencils for the eyes, but I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But ultimately, I thought this is going to be super fast, and I needed something that was going to be super fast because I have a really, really hectic week and it's still really crazy busy. So yeah, an easy video was what I thought. It's turned out to be the most time-consuming video I have done in a long time. Pretty much any time the footage is sped up, it is at 2,000 times speed. So it is crazy busy. So let me kind of explain what I am doing. To create paper art, you need to cut out pieces of paper in the shapes that you need. And I knew I didn't want to spend the time to cut it out, so I thought I would have my Silhouette cutting machine cut the pieces out for me, which I would still have to draw all the pieces up. And that's what you're kind of seeing here is each color that I'm going to use, I had to make an actual image for that had a transparent background that I could then bring over into my Silhouette cutting machine software, edit that into there, and then send it to my cutting machine to cut it. Now, the color of the image that you see doesn't necessarily mean that's the color that it's going to be. It's whatever color paper I put into this. If you guys would like a more detailed video on how to use a Silhouette machine or things that I use my Silhouette for, let me know in the comment section below. But this part, just getting it set up, probably took 3 or 4 hours. Then there was the cutting out process, which granted, while the machine was cutting, I could work on other things. But just this one piece of paper, this black piece of paper that I'm cutting out, took the machine over a half an hour to cut this out. And then comes the monotonous part. It's satisfying, very satisfying part of removing it from the sticky pad. So to keep the paper from shifting all over the place while the machine is cutting it, the pad that you put it on the cutting mat is sticky. And so you have to very carefully pull these pieces of paper up, even on just normal cuts. But as you can see, these aren't your normal average cuts. These are really intricate and delicate cuts. I have never done anything this intricate with my cutting machine before. Basically, I use it for cutting stickers and sometimes some greeting cards that I use for personal use, but mostly is for making my stickers. So I wasn't even certain that the machine could create such intricate cuts, and it did. It did marvelous. I was super happy with the results. However, it took forever to cut and then peel these pieces off. So while you're watching this extremely sped up footage of me pulling up pieces and cutting them and all that, let me tell you a little bit about why I wanted to do something quick. Now, I've mentioned this briefly in one of my other videos, and if you follow me on Instagram, then you probably already know, but I am in the midst of moving into my new studio. In fact, this is the first video that I am recording in my new art studio, which is not even set up yet. I had to throw my desk together because I could not record in my old studio, and I needed to get into my new studio so that I could record this video. So that's also why the audio is a little bit off, because there's nothing on these walls. It's really echoey in here. I haven't put any pictures up or anything, so the audio will get better. I'm hoping to have everything moved in and in order and able to give you guys a full tour of the studio for next Saturday's video. So if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel and like to see where I'm moving into and how I get things set up and what my new studio looks like, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon. That way you'll get notified every time I upload a new video, which for the last couple weeks, normally I upload 3 videos a week. The last 2 weeks, I've been doing 2 videos a week. It may continue that I'm only doing 2 videos a week through June and possibly July, just because I have a lot of stuff going on. And rather than just throwing together a really quick video that's not great, I would rather have fewer videos that are better quality. So I'm going to try to get 3 videos up, but if I can't, then there will be 2 videos, which will usually be on Monday and Saturday, but hopefully Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. So now back to the picture. Once all the pieces are cut out, then you have to begin to glue them together. And it's fun. It's like building a puzzle or, putting together a model kit of something, because but there's no instructions. You just kind of have to figure it out for yourself. So I used glue sticks, and sometimes I use tacky glue if I really needed something super strong, and then just a lot of time to put it all together. In a few places, like on the face and the neck, I went ahead and used my Copic markers. I wanted to add just a little hint of shadow just to kind of break that up, because I didn't have a lot of different colored pieces of paper. I didn't want things to totally blend in, but for the most part, I just kept it as the color of the actual picture or the paper itself. It was all I did, except for the eyes. I wanted the picture to be really flat with just the color of paper, but I wanted the eyes behind the mask to be just enticing and just super different. And because I wanted to have a little bit of depth in the picture itself, I wanted the eyes to be able to kind of almost look like they could look around and follow you around the room. And I think I really got what I was hoping for down. So hopefully you guys will agree with me at the end of this video. But yeah, super kind of fun to create the eyes. And because the paper is so flat, it just had these 2 different styles just made each other pop. It was amazing. Now I have to tell you, if for those of you who have watched the YouTube Artist Collective, which for those of you who don't know anything about it, it's a group of artists who every 2 months create a picture based on a theme that is chosen by you guys. And if you want to be part of choosing or helping to choose the next theme, I will leave a link to the YouTube Artist Collective Facebook page, which is where we have the poll where you guys can go and vote on what you'd like the next theme to be. Also in the description box, I will have a list of all the members in the YouTube Artist Collective. Those are the official members, but if you search YouTube Artist Collective, there's also several people who are participating who are unofficial members, and you can totally do that too. If you'd like to create a piece based on this theme, which is Masquerade Ball, and you want to post that, make sure to use the hashtag YTAC so that we can check out your videos. I'd love to see them. They're so fun to see what you guys come up with. But for those of you who watched previous videos, you know that there has been a YouTube Artist Collective member and I that we seem to always match. Like, we do the same thing, and it's crazy, eerie, and cool. We're mutant ninja twins or something. But I thought with this one, oh, she'll never do this one. This is such a different art style. There's no way that anyone's going to do the same thing. Yes, someone did. It wasn't the same member of the collective who matched up, but someone else in the collective went ahead and I did a beautiful piece, but used cutting out paper and differently than this, but still the same idea of making that kind of 3-dimensional bit of artwork. So if you haven't seen those videos, I'm not even going to tell you who it is. I encourage you to go through, find out who it is. When you do, let me know in the comment section below which artist was it who did the same style as me. And make sure to tell them hi from Art a la Carte. So this whole entire piece was super fun, but as you can see, it took a lot of time. I love it. A lot of the YouTube Artist Collective members will put their original pieces up for sale. I really like this piece. Really like this piece. It's always torn. I didn't know if I wanted to sell it or not, or keep it for myself, because it was, like the first piece that I've ever done like this. So I've decided I'm going to go ahead and put it up for sale for a limited time. If it doesn't sell within the first week, I think I'm going to take it down, just simply because I'm having to raise a little bit of money to pay for the moving expenses to move into the art studio. So I put it up on my Etsy shop for just 1 week. If it doesn't sell, I'm taking it down. So if you want to purchase the original, you can click the link in the description box below to go over and check that out. I'm hoping to get prints. I don't know how how well they'll print out, just because this is a three-dimensional picture. And I did a scan of it. I'm not super happy with the final scan that I did, which you'll see at the very end of this video. But I'm going to try again with a couple other different techniques to get it. So if I get a really good image, I will try to make some prints of that and have it offered in Etsy or over at my Redbubble shop. So anyway, here is the final piece. I hope you guys enjoyed this process as much as I did. Obviously, this really did take a super long time, because normally my videos are 6 to 7 minutes long, and this one was super sped up and it is almost 12 minutes long, which is insane, but well worth it, I think. And let me know in the comment section below what your favorite type of mask is. And as always, thanks for hanging out with me. God bless you guys, and we'll see you in another art video. Bye-bye.